Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Business Studies classes. For 12th standard, we are doing chapter number 7, that is directing, and this is lecture number 4, in which we are going to learn about communication by your Jerry sir. So let's start our video. This is lecture number 4 of chapter 7, directing, and today we are going to learn about the last elements of directing, that is what? Communication. So communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions by two or more people. When two and more people are, that you can say that they are coming together, so they are exchanging their ideas, facts, opinions, okay, suggestions. So this is called only what? Communications. Okay, this definition given by Coons and O'Donnell. Now, what are the common ways, or you can say through which we can transfer our ideas from one person to another? So these are the common ways. First one is what? Spoken words. Like we are speaking to someone else. I am speaking to person B, so I am communicating with him. So this is called communication through, or you can say it is oral. What it is? Oral. Okay. Then comes what? Written words. When we are writing message, or we can say when we are writing letter, that is called what? Written words. We are communicating through others through our written words. That is called written work. Through letters, you can say, okay, or through message. So these are called what? Written communication. Then comes through diagram, pictures, or graphs. Like sometimes we are using what? Sign languages or diagrams we are using to communicate with each other, or that secret message. So through that diagrams or pictures or graphs, through these are the things through which we are communicating with other, or we are passing a secret message to other. Okay, this is called what? The third way of communicating. Then comes what? Gestures. Gesture is what? Movement of body parts, especially you can say hands and legs. Okay, so the hands or even necks also. Like someone is saying that are you present? So we are saying like that. Okay, we are just moving our head from up to down, or if we have to say no, so we are just moving the left and right. That is called what? Gestures. Okay, movements of body parts. Then comes what? That communication is a two-way process. Why it is a two-way process? Because here two persons we need, sender and the receiver. Sender will start the communication by you can say that expressing his facts, or you can say ideas. Then receiver will receive it and he will give his feedback to sender. So it will start from sender and it will end also at sender only. That process. Which process? Communication. That is why it is called what? Two-way process. Sender, receiver. Start from sender and end also at sender by receiving what? Feedback from receiver. Then comes what? Communication process elements. Either we can say communication process also, or we can say elements also. So how it started? What is communication process? The whole. So it started from the sender only. Like nowadays you can see that we are not able to conduct our offline classes which are we conducting in the class. So we are doing what? Online classes. Okay. So in online classes I am the sender. Who is sender here? I am the teacher. Who is the sender? Who is sending what? His you can say that his videos to students. So first of all, what comes? He is not making video randomly. First, an idea come to in his mind. He started what? Making lesson plan. What are the facts regarding this concept? Then that message, you can say that idea, or you can say that message, he encode. So first what comes? Sender. Sender is what? The person who conveys the message. Then what is the message? The content of the ideas. As you can see that I have prepared this all content here. Communication, then I have written definition, common ways, two way, then I made this diagram. This is what called content. So this is message. Under message what comes? Content, or you can say suggestion, or you can say message which sender wants to convey to the receiver. Then what comes? Encoding. Now see, encoding is what? Like idea came in my mind that okay, I have to teach this concept of communication to students. So I have prepared this notes. Okay, this message. Now how I can send this message to students? So for that thing I have to do what? Encoding. Okay, so encoding is what? It means that languages. What language, or you can say that what ways of communication I can use here, like either by spoken words, which is not possible in online classes because it is not offline. Written words, yes, I have written the words here. Okay, diagrams, yes, I have made diagrams also. Okay, and gestures I can't use here because I am showing this thing only. So these things are comes under encoding. Okay, so these are communication symbols such as picture, gestures, languages. Okay, So these all things comes under encoding. So I have decided to send a message or to send this concept of communication process to you. So I uses what, this one, pictures, diagrams and written words. This is called encoding. Now I will use the use of media like YouTube. I am using YouTube. I am uploading. I have made the videos. Now I am uploading on media. So media comes under what? Like you can say YouTube, or you can say that phone, letter, internet, message, etc. These all comes under media only. Okay, because I need a what? I need you can say that system through which I can send the message to my receiver. Okay, so I use what? Media. Then through media I uploaded the media, uploaded the video. Then it comes to you. So first, what you need to do? You have to do what? Decoding. Now, what is the meaning of decoding here? Decoding refers to converting the encoded message into language and understanding the message. Now, see, I am decoding it. I am not, sorry. You have to decode it because I have made this video in English. So you will convert this into your mind in simple language. Like you can be whatever I am teaching you right now here. You will trying to convert this into Hindi because maybe you are more familiar with Hindi. So you will try to convert it into Hindi, and whatever I have made these diagrams, you are trying to decode this, what it means, how it going. Just see the arrows. So this arrow shows that how it goes. Okay, how it goes on. You can see this, make arrow one here also. This arrow shows that where it goes. Okay, so this, in this way you are decoding this picture also. So the receiver will receive this one. He will decode that message. The receiver is who? The students are the receiver. So they will understand this concept, and then if they like the concept, then they will give the feedback in the form of what? Like, or you can say shares, and they will like the comment, yes sir, it is very good concept, we understood clearly, whatever. So they will give us feedback, and then that feedback come to sender. So again, as I have told you, it's a two-way process which starts with sender and end with sender only. So I have started this one, and it comes to me at last in the form of feedback only. This is full is called what? Communication process. Now as we are talking about elements also, so this whole is called communication process, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. But if we talk about elements, so one more element is that is called noise. Now what is noise here? Now maybe you have noticed that sometimes that when you know that when internet connection are not so good, so it's create what? Buffering, that our videos are not you know that not you can say play properly, smoothly. So that is called what? Noise. That is called, you know, that busy side become busy, you know. Or sometimes what happen when I am making video, so from some noise came from outside. It can be a noise of my family members, or it can be noise of, you know, fan who can disturb you. So that is called noise, which create problems. So noise can be any element which results in disturbance, okay, or which distract or interrupt the flow of information. That is called what? Noise. So I hope it is clear to you, this element also. So this is whole is called what? Communication process, and you can say elements of communication process. So now we will talk about the forms of organizational communication. So there are two main forms of organizational communication. These are formal communication, and second one is what? Informal communication. So first we will discuss about formal communication. So just focus on this one. See, formal communication. Actually, formal communication is the what? Official communication which take place in the organizations. Okay, generally it takes place in the written form, such as issue of notice, letter, memo, documents, etc. So that is called what? Formal communication. In this way we can exchange the message or information which are related to the official matter only. Okay, like fixing of responsibilities, granting authorities, etc, etc. This is what in short we can say official communication only, which takes place in office. Now if we talk about what are the unit some flow, which type of information is flow under this one and how it flows. So first we will talk about what? Downward communication. So first communication which takes place under formal communication is what? Downward communication. So what is downward communication here? As you can see this picture, I have made a superior and subordinate picture. Just check here, superior and subordinate picture. So under this what happen? Downward, as the information goes from up to down, it means from superior to subordinate. Superior, what do superiors pass his you can say instructions or information to his subordinates through his order or through instructions, you can say. Okay, this is called what? Downward communication. Then we talk about upward communication. Now subordinates are what? Is allowed to share his suggestions or sometimes to give what? Feedback, something to the superior. So what happens? So when subordinates informs or pass any information to superiors, then it is known as what? Upward communication. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Then comes what? Horizontal. Horizontal means straight line, like this one. This is called horizontal line. So what is the meaning of horizontal communication here? So like we can say it's a type of communication where two persons which are working on the same level. This is also manager, he is also manager, he is purchase manager and he is production manager. Okay, so we can say that the persons who are working at the same level of authority, they shares information. So that type of communication we call horizontal communication. Okay, same level of authority, they are working at same level, manager. Then comes what? Diagonal communication. Now diagonal communication is what? Actually in this type of information what happens, I'm giving an example. Like salesman is there, salesman is going home to home and he got some complaint about the about some item in that this item is not working properly. So instead of contacting that sales manager, he directly contact with the production manager, that sir, that some problem is coming in that that item, that is packaging is not good or something is not good, it's not working, this battery is not working properly. So he directly contact with the production manager instead of contact with first what? Instead of contacting with sales manager, he directly contact with whom? With production manager. So directly, actually he should first contact to sales manager, but he could directly contact to whom? Production manager. So this is called what? Diagonal communication. See, like diagonal. Okay, this is what? Diagonal communication. These all are communication which comes under what? Formal communications. So now we'll talk about the common networks of formal communication. Okay, which type of common networks are there through which we are using what? Doing what? Formal communication. So first one is coming what? Wheel pattern. As you can see here is coming what? Wheel pattern. So as you know very well what is wheel. Okay, so wheel is just like a circle, like that in this way. Now wheel pattern. So what is wheel pattern here? Actually under wheel pattern the information is flows from one person, especially that is the leader, to the other members. As you can see is leader and is passing information to other. Okay, here other members have no communication link with each other. So it is also known as what? Common pattern of centralized organization. That's why it is called centralized way of communication. Okay, centralized way, because center person is passing the information to others. Then comes what? Chain pattern. As the word is there, chain. So under this pattern each person gets the information from one person, or you can say that here the one person passes information to his immediate subordinate, like superior passes to subordinate. Now this subordinate is the superior of C, and C is the superior of D, and D is the superior of E. So in this way they passing information to their immediate subordinate. So this is called what? Chain pattern. Then comes what? Circle pattern. Circle pattern. So in under this pattern each person communicates with two more persons. What I am saying, under this pattern each person communicates with two more persons in the group. As you can see here, A communicates with B and E, then B can communicate with C and A, C can communicate with D and B, D can communicate with E and C, E can communicate with A and D. So in this way each person communicates with two more persons, and it is what called more decentralized in compared to chain pattern and wheel pattern. It is more decentralized. Then comes what? All sources channel, or we can say channel pattern. As you can see, a channel is depicted through the diagram. So here no fixed pattern of communication is there. Fixed pattern is not there actually. So information can flow from anywhere in the organizations. As you can see here, A can pass information to E also, A can pass information to D also, D can pass information to C also, D can pass information to E also. Then here D can pass information to B also, and here E can information pass to C also. It is what? No fixed pattern. So that's why it is called what? Channel pattern. Okay, so information can flow from anywhere in the organizations. Okay, it is most decentralized organization. It is, even as we have heard learned that circle pattern is more decentralized, but it is you can say in compared to circle pattern it is more decentralized organization. So that's why it is called most. Above all, it is most decentralized organization. Okay, which one? All source, or you can say channel pattern. Then comes the important one, inverted V. Now what is the meaning of here inverted V? As you can see the diagram also, in this pattern subordinate is allowed to communicate with his or her immediate superior and also with the superior of his superior. Suppose that one is the superior of A and B. Just pay attention, one is the superior of A and B. So here A and B, those who are subordinates, they can pass information to one also. Okay, they can, what they are, you can see that some important information they can pass to one also, and sometimes not regular way, but in limited way they can pass information to the senior of one also. 2 is the senior of 1, so A and B, those who are subordinates of 1, they can pass information directly to the 2 also, who is the senior of 1. So but this should be done in limited way, not frequently. Okay, this is called what? Inverted V. So these are what you can say common networks for formal communication. So we have already discussed about formal communication, so it's time to discuss about informal communication. So what is informal communication? So informal communication take place between the two different persons, or you can say two different members of organizations, or many different members of organizations who are not officially attached, okay, to each other. That is called what? Informal communication. Generally we can say that friendly communication, or you can say social interaction, these are comes under informal communications. So it is unofficial communication. So here persons, or you can say peoples, are free to interact with each other. That's why it is called what? Social interaction. Now if we talk about that common networks of information communications, these are, first one is come under this one, common networks is what? Gossip. So as we have heard this word gossip many times, so generally peoples are doing after that when they getting some time from work, so what they are doing gossip. So under gossip pattern, one person tells, or you can say shares the informations with many. As you can see here, one person, one is there, who are sharing information from 2 also, 3 also, 4 also, 5 also, 6 also, 7 also, 8 also. So these are peoples. So here one person shares the information from many. Okay, this is called what? Gossip. Second is coming under this clusters. What? Clusters. So under this, information is shared between two persons who trust each other. As you can see here, 2 trust 1 and 5. So he shares information with this person and this. Now this person afterwards, here 1 shares information with 2 and 3, and then 2 shares information with 4 and 5, then 4 shares information with other 2, 6 and 7, then 6 shares information with 8, 9 and 10, and in this way it will be goes on. So here one, as you have seen that one person shares information with 2 trusty persons, then out of them 1 person shares with other persons, and then other person shares from other persons. So it goes on. That is called what? Clusters. Then comes what? Third, that is single strand. As the word is there, single strand. So you can see here the figure. Each individual communicates in a sequence only. Okay, like one down, then this one will come to this one, then he communicate to this one, then he communicate to this one, and in this way it will go. So it will go in a sequence. It will not go randomly. Then comes what? Probability. So under probability, the communication goes in this way, that individual communicates randomly with other individuals. So here it means they don't follow any sequence. Okay, as you can see here, sometimes it follows in this way, then sometimes it can be communicate with this, and it can communicate with this also. So it is what? Randomly. So they are not following any pattern. So they are not following any sequence or not any pattern. So it is what called probability. So these are what you can say common patterns of network of informal communication. So I hope it is clear to you. So that's it for today. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you, students.
At last, I just want to say be safe and God bless you all.